guys. All right, today we are going to be making lasagna rolls. I was gonna make manicotti, but I just didn't feel like making manicotti shells. Normally I make my sheets of lasagna from scratch. I've got the pasta press with the KitchenAid. I just didn't feel like doing any of that today, so we're going easy. We're doing store-bought lasagna, which I already boiled. I boiled it for 7 minutes. It's still firm, but it's somewhat cooked, okay? Now what I'm going to do, and I have here sauce, a little bit of sauce layered in a pan. This is homemade meat sauce. That's a recipe for a whole nother video. This was leftover sauce that I had already made and had on hand. So what we're gonna do, actually first, is I have 3 cups of whole milk ricotta cheese, or as I like to say, ricotta. So we got the ricotta, and we're gonna add a tablespoon of garlic powder. A tablespoon. I did this with the last video too. A teaspoon garlic powder. Teaspoon of parsley. You can use fresh parsley. I have it. It just, I don't really feel like it makes that huge of a difference versus the dry for this. And then about a half a teaspoon of dried basil. Okay. All right. Now I add a 1/4 cup of grated parmesan. This is just the store-bought parmesan. Like for topping dishes, like tonight when we eat this, I would use the freshly grated Parmesan and Asiago blend that I have. But for something like this, I don't. And then we're gonna add a 1/4 cup of mozzarella. Okay, you know what? Let's go for a little bit more. Right into that mixture. And then we're just, oh, we can't forget the egg. Duh, Shannon. We are going to add 1 egg. Now let me go wash my hands really quick. This is super simple, easy, you guys. It makes, this will be like 3 nights dinner for us because of how many this makes. And you know, you don't have to make the sauce from scratch, but I just learned a long time ago. It is so simple, and it's so much better than any kind of jarred sauce you are ever gonna get. So, but you can just use a jar of sauce. I would say that you need about 4 cups of sauce total because you need that layer in the bottom. You're gonna top them with sauce. And then, you know, I like to have a little sauce left over on the side for, you know, dipping and stuff. And especially I'm making Italian bread with this tonight. It's nice to have the Italian bread, you know, the sauce to dip the Italian bread in. Okay, so now everything's incorporated. It's all mixed nice and nice, right? Okay, let me get a tablespoon. And I'm gonna show you how stinking simple this is. So we've got the sheet, the lasagna sheet, right? Okay. And all I did was I boiled this in a pot of water with oil and a bunch of salt. We're gonna take a scoop and we're gonna lay it right on the sheet of lasagna, kind of spread it out a little bit. Okay, I like to do like a scoop and a half on each one so it's nice and, you know, substantial. And then we're just gonna roll it right up. You guys see this? We're just rolling right up. Okay, and then we're gonna take it, we're gonna pop it right in the pan. I'll do one more to show you guys. And I cooked the whole box of lasagna because you get ones that break and stuff, so, but for this recipe, I believe this pan holds 16 of them, so let's, I could be wrong. Again, you know what? Let's flip this around. Okay, I'm gonna put that scoop and kind of just smush it onto that sheet of lasagna. And then we're just gonna tuck and roll. Tuck and roll, baby. And we got some coming out the sides, which that is okay. Try not to roll too hard, but you guys, these are just like so good. And I put the bottom part where like this is, the seam, I guess you could call it. I put that down in the sauce. Okay, so we got 2 there. Rinse off my hands really quick. I'm gonna finish rolling these up and then I will show you what the next step is. And we're back, guys. I mean, that took a couple of minutes and I have a whole tray. I did get 16 in the tray. I have 4 down the center and 6 on each side. Now we're gonna take some more of this sauce, okay? And let me move this back over here. There we go, so you can see it. And we're just gonna ladle it on top, okay? Scoop for each row. And another one over here now, okay? Now I'm gonna add a little more. I want it to be dry, I don't want it to dry out. You know, you don't have to drown it either at the same token, but you know, you do want a substantial amount so it doesn't dry out on you. Now I gotta tell you, I love a good lasagna, love it. I think I might like these lasagna rolls better. They're just, you get like that perfect bite of cheese and pasta in every single bite that you take, and it's just, oh my God, so good. And we're just gonna put one more across. Okay, now I've got my shredded mozzarella, and let's get this out of the way. I am just going to put a nice layer across the entire top of mozzarella. And don't be stingy with the mozzarella. You know, nobody, you know, if you're gonna use cheese, okay? I mean, this is not like a diet-friendly meal in the first place. So, you know, but I will tell you, you know, like, I 2 of these per person with some bread and a salad, and you know, you definitely, you've got a meal, and you're gonna be full, okay? So I would say, now the whole recipe is going to be in the description, but I would say that this is about a cup of mozzarella that I'm using. Maybe because I'm getting a little crazy with the cheese, but you know what? I don't care. I love my cheese. It might be a cup and a half. And we just wanna, you don't wanna see too much sauce left. You know what I mean? You want there to be that nice, cheesy, beautiful layer on top. I always got made fun of as a kid, like with my family and stuff, because, and I still do to this day, but I like, if something requires Parmesan cheese, I inundate it with Parmesan, and they're like, can you even taste anything else? Are you getting any kind of flavors in that besides Parmesan? And I love my Parmesan cheese. Now what I am going to do, I am going to take a little bit of that. Help me find it in here. Here we go. This is my Parmesan and Asiago blend. And I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of that on top. Just a little bit. Okay, not even a quarter of a cup, just a little bit. That Asiago is such a beautiful, wonderful flavor. And that's it, okay? That's all I'm using. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover this with aluminum foil. And I'm going to bake this at 350 for about 35, 40 minutes. Then I'm gonna remove the aluminum foil and I'm gonna bump the temperature up to 400. And I'm going to cook it for about 10, 15 until the cheese starts browning a bit. Okay, that's it, you guys. I mean, you just saw how simple this was. This is like so not rocket science. You know, you could make a healthier version of this using low-fat cheese and skim milk regattes, but I don't know. I eat once a day, okay? I don't eat breakfast, I don't eat lunch, I don't snack during the day. So I pig out at dinner and have a nice dessert. And and thankfully, not yet anyway. I haven't, I'm not turning into a bloater where my health has, is at risk or anything. I'm still fairly kind of where I should be. But yeah, you could totally make this, a healthier version of this if you wanted to. But there's no fun in that for me. I like to eat. I enjoy eating. I love cooking, and so anyway, covered 350, 35, 40 minutes. Remove the cover, bump the temp up to 400, and then just wait for the cheese to start browning. Like I said, about 10, 15 minutes. I will take a picture of this when it's done and show you what it looks like. And if you guys make it, let me know what you think. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What? If you have any like requests for recipes, something, let me know. I have a bunch. I have like a folder in my iPad that is entitled recipes, and I have about 140 of my own that I've been making for years. So I definitely have a lot to share with you guys. All right. Love you. Talk to you later. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. And here is the finished product. It's now out of the oven, and I'm going to take a pic, and I will show you what it looks like when it's plated up.